In today's tutorial, we are going to do a fun romantic look. So I am going to be using one compact from SEINT. This is my customized compact that has everything I could need in it. So whether that's going to be my foundation, my blush, and some eyeshadow. So we're going to do a full face tutorial showing you a romantic look to your makeup. Before you put any makeup on your face, you want to make sure you're using a good non-silicone based primer. So I'm going to first start off with an optional step, and that's color correcting. If you've watched me enough, you know I always color correct before I apply my 3D foundation. So these are the two colors I use for color correcting. It's an optional process. You can reach out if you have any questions about it or refer to my color correcting 101 tutorial on my page. So I'm going to use this shade of our highlight foundation Mango underneath my eyes to address the dark circles and to counteract the dark blue I have under there before I apply a really light highlight to brighten. And then I'm going to be addressing my rosacea with this shade of our contour Aspen. So I have a very mild case of rosacea and a few red spots here and there that I love to use Aspen contour because it counteracts the redness. So I'm going to do those two color correcting things and then move on to my 3D foundation. There's no right or wrong order to apply these products. You do want to make sure you get color matched in the beginning. So if my face looks a little funny right now, it's because I went ahead and started applying my contour. So I'm using the detail brush. I picked up my contour. This is the color Olive, and I just tapped on my contour on my cheekbone right there. So you're going to take feel where your cheekbone is, and you're just going to start to apply your contour and just blend that contour line right up. So mine's a little bit more dramatic right now because blending is key. So you want to make sure your contour is up high on your cheekbone, both sides, and then you're going to also make sure you apply it up here on your forehead. So you're just going to blend that into your hairline and just do like a rainbow motion, just like that. So this is giving me coverage and dimension. It is part of my foundation. And then when you go into the contour along your jawline, you're just going to follow your jawline like it's a road map, and then make sure, I love the detail brush because of the flat edge of it, make sure it blends down into your neck. So now I'm going to move on to my main highlight. So this is also a cream. I'm going to take the bottom end of the detail brush and just pick up a little bit of my main highlight. And I'm wearing the shade Candlelit. And I'm just going to start applying that main highlight where I want coverage and fill in the gap. So if you're watching, you can see I'm doing right underneath the contour on the forehead, and then right above the eyebrows. I'm going to take some of that and apply it right here on both sides of the nose and then on my chin. Okay, so now we're going to brighten with our accent highlight. This is working like your concealer. Just taking the bottom tip of the detail brush, and I'm just going to start to apply that brightener where I want to fill in the gap. So you can see I'm going right above my eyebrows in this T-zone. And then you can go right here underneath your contour on your cheekbone, and that will really make the contour on the cheekbone pop. So the final thing I'm going to add with my accent highlight is underneath my eyes. So because I color correct in the beginning, I don't have to worry too much about brightening under there. I'm just tapping very lightly into my accent highlight, and I'm applying my accent highlight on the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. See the difference between this eye that doesn't have any and this eye, and how that just helps give that lifted look. So you can set your makeup at the very end, or you can set it after you do your foundation like I just did. So I set my makeup after my foundation because I have oily skin, so I want to make sure I control any excess shine. So first step in setting your makeup, get your perfector sponge, get it wet. You want to make sure it's damp, and blend your highlight and your contour really well. And this is going to also pick up any excess product that you have on your face to ensure that your 3D foundation looks as flawless and natural looking as possible. Then you're gonna want to spray your face with our setting spray. So you're just gonna spray this directly on your face, let it sit for a few seconds. You can also spray it on your sponge if you'd like. If you wanna use a setting powder, like our vanilla dust, you're gonna dust it on your face where you might have excessive oils come out throughout the day, or if you want a matte finish. So I just highly recommend you be very light when you apply any kind of setting powder on your face, and you use any kind of powder like a setting powder or a powder bronzer or a powder illuminator after you use your setting spray. So now is where the fun begins, in my opinion. So I'm gonna add a little bit of bronzer. So I've taken out my bronzer. This is Tanlines. This is our lightest shade of bronzer. All our bronzers are cream so that it blends beautiful with the makeup. I'm gonna take my blend brush and I'm gonna go in with the fluffy end and pick up my bronzer, and I'm just going to apply my bronzer on the high points of my face to really warm my face up. No matter how fair you are, you can even apply it on the back of your hand so you get any excess off. No matter how fair you are, you wanna make sure you are warming your face up, especially in the winter, just because it can really change the way your makeup looks. So I'm just gonna lightly blend that bronzer in the middle of my forehead and then like a backward C on the high point of my cheekbone. So it's not gonna replace your contour because contour is supposed to emphasize shadow and bronzer is supposed to warm your face up. For a really pretty, fun thing you can do, you can take your bronzer and then one of our perfumes, so this is perfume 5, I love it. It's in Rose Gold Cream Illuminator, and you can even put them together, so you can take it out of your compact like so, and you can put it right next to one another, and then you can pick both products up with a brush and apply it on your neck, and that's gonna help your neck and your face match up. And it's also gonna make you smell so good. I love all of our perfumes. I think my new favorite is definitely our new release in SEINT 5. It smells like summer. Now I'm gonna add my blush for that natural flush of color. So we're going for that romantic look. So I am going to pick up first this beautiful lip and cheek. This is Plum. With my blend brush, I'm going in with the fluffy end of the blend brush, and I'm just gonna start to very lightly apply that gorgeous deep mauve on the high points of my cheekbone. I like to start in the high point of my cheekbone and softly build my blush color, because you don't want to go too heavy right here in the apple of the cheeks, because it will tend to make your face look a little bit fuller. So I work from this direction and then softly bring it in like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my lips. So I'm gonna take that same color right there, Plum. I'm gonna take my Multitasker brush and pick up Plum, and I'm gonna line my lips. So that's what's fun about these colors. You can wear it as your blush. You can also wear it as a lipstick or a lip liner. So now I'm gonna take the paddle end of my Multitasker brush and pick up this gorgeous color. You can see I really like it. This is Summer Love, and it is one of our glossier lip and cheeks. So it can be worn as a blush. I think it's beautiful on the lips. What's fun is you can mix and match these colors. You can even throw one of your illuminators on your lips if you'd like. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of our newer limited edition cream illuminator. This is Chandelier, and it's got a little bit of a pink tone to it. And I'm just gonna apply very lightly a little bit of Chandelier in the middle of my lips for an ombre effect. And then you can also take that color and pop it right here on the high point of your cheekbone, just to highlight very softly like so. It's such a pretty color that I think really completes that romantic look. So now we're gonna move on to my favorite part, eyes. So I'm gonna take this eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay and I'm going to apply that on my lid. And this is just going to be a good barrier for my eyeshadow so you can really see the color. And so then my eyeshadows last all day. So my eyeshadows are in the bottom level of my compact. You can pick which eyeshadows you would like and mix and match them. So I have my eyeshadow brush and I am going to do a beautiful romantic eyeshadow look. I'm going to pick up this mauve matte color right here with my fluffy end of my eyeshadow brush. I'm going to tap the excess off, and this is the color Claire. And I'm going to start right up here, and I'm going to go back and forth in a windshield wiper motion and really get that first base color Claire all over. One little trick that you can do when you're getting that first color, if you can keep your eyes open and go back and forth, that will really help you to get that first color up high. I like to keep that color up high. That way you can see the colors when I'm walking around, when I'm talking to people. My eyes are open, so I want them to see my eyeshadows. So I'm going to take the small end of the eyeshadow brush and pick up a little bit of Claire and just wrap that gorgeous mauve softly around the eye. So of course I could keep it like that, and I think that's really beautiful by itself, but I'm going to build a little bit of dimension onto my eyeshadow. And so I'm going to pick up this brown right here. This is Philly, and I'm just going to take that small dense end of the eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to start to build a little bit of dimension right here on the outer corner. So I'm keeping it right here. You can also bring it softly around the eye like so. And I also teach it like a backwards V. You can blend as you go, or you can take your brush and blend it all at the end. I'm just going to take the fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush and start to soften that up a bit. I do like to bring that color underneath the eye like so, because I think it really complements when you wrap it around the eye, and then you don't have to go heavy on your eyeliner because it's like a softer eyeliner, which I think is really beautiful. And don't be scared of a dark color like Philly for applying on your eyes, because it does blend gorgeous, and I think it's just magic. So now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into one of my favorite rose gold shimmers in the world. This is You Complete Me. And I'm going to tap You Complete Me right here on the center of my eyelid. I like to use my finger to really pack that color on like so. You can see it's just this beautiful shimmer, and it's going to last all day. Then I'm going to take my finger and go into this lighter shimmer right here. This is Drift, and Drift is definitely an eyeshadow you need in your eyeshadow collection. I'm going to focus Drift on the inner corner, and I want to really brighten that area of my eye up. Super pretty. Do you need to use 4 eyeshadows? No, you can totally use 1 or 2. And I show all sorts of fun ways like that, but I'm going to just throw one more color on here for fun. I'm going to take my fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush and go into this gorgeous mauve shimmer Cranberry. I'm going to pick Cranberry up, tap the excess off, and I'm just going to start to blend a little bit of Cranberry in the outer corner right here, and then up high. And I'm basically going to stay away from the inner corner, but I want to blend Cranberry softly over these other colors, and it's just going to give this beautiful romantic look. I love these colors. I did this other eye and my look is complete. So if you want to get started with Saint makeup, all you have to do is get color matched. You can complete my color match form, and then I will help you with a one-on-one makeup consultation. We'll talk about all the things from color correcting foundation, blush, bronzer, and even eyeshadows. So I hope you enjoyed this romantic look to your makeup, and you give it a try and let me know how it goes.